Nandji on the hard stand now with the new motor delivered.
It feels good to be taking this apart. So we're taking off all the extra parts, so like the exhaust.
You didn't kill anyone!
Subscribe to the channel as we sail this old girl around the world.
After 2+ months of sailing, trying to reach the island of Langkawi, finally the day had arrived to head to the boatyard and haul out Nandji for the next 2 months of boat work. This is the first time we have hauled out since leaving Australia back in July 2017. After sailing 10,000 nautical miles offshore, we have a huge list of boat jobs we wish to complete. With big plans for 2019 of sailing to Chagos and across the Indian Ocean to Madagascar and South Africa, we have a lot to do to get Nandji ready.
Today is really exciting. Yosh is going to go and pick up the motor. It's been in storage and it's about to be delivered here very soon. Woo, can't wait. Hey, you guys don't even know what motor we have yet, so it's very surprising. I feel like I'm fighting off something at the moment, so I feel a little bit off, but yeah, I'm just hanging in there, you know?
Here it is!
With Nandji on the hard stand now, we've got the new motor delivered. It's sitting right next to her. So we thought we'd give you a little introduction to our new motor, Fang.
Yeah, so we got a Yanmar 54 horsepower 4JHE
model, yeah.
model.
We're replacing an old Cummins 3A engine, which is an old 3-cylinder engine. It's 30 years old and it's 41 horsepower. So we've got quite a bit bigger engine because of we just want to have something reliable that'll get us out of any sort of trouble.
Yeah, and so we chose to get rid of the old engine because it was 30 years old. There are a lot of parts that needed to be replaced, and they don't make a lot of parts for them anymore. If we were to replace them, we'd have to buy them secondhand online. They're really expensive. You don't know how long they're going to last, and you don't know what condition they are in until you get them. So we thought, why throw good money at something that we don't know how long it's going to last for? We thought, let's save up and get a new motor, and that way it's going to be reliable. We're not going to have to mess around with it for hopefully 10 years. And we can start sailing and really exploring instead of fixing the engine all the time.
Yeah, no need to polish a turd.
Yeah, the old engine was a different shape to the new engine, so we're going to have to do a lot of changes to the engine room and work out a way to fit it in.
They're generally the same size engines, except this new Yanmar is a little bit skinnier, and so the mounts aren't going to fit right on top of the bearers like the other engine. So we have to do a few mods there to make it fit, but its general size is the same size as the old engine. So it's basically the biggest horsepower we could fit in the same amount of space.
We purposely sought out this model because it isn't computerized. We wanted to be able to fix Nandji if she breaks. We don't want to have to take her to a specific Yanmar dealer to get fixed if there is any issues. You know, I can't imagine there being a Yanmar dealer at Chagos or any of these remote places we're going, so we want to be able to fix it ourselves.
This model engine has an electric lift pump, so it automatically bleeds the lines. Another bonus of this is that there's no more saxophone and no more lagging involved. Water goes straight into the mixing elbow when it leaves the heat exchanger, so it's a wet exhaust all the way from the back of the heat exchanger, so no more of that lagging crap.
Oh. We also got the heavy duty gearbox for this engine because we are upgrading our prop to a auto prop, and it's a lot heavier, so we need that bigger gearbox to be able to deal with that weight.
Yeah, we got the ZF30 model of gearbox, so it's twice the size as a normal gearbox, twice the weight, twice the power.
So, yeah.
Yeah, just because of all that gearbox issues that we had in the past, we want to eliminate any of that sort of stuff. Finally, we're about to retire old Smoky. About to get this thing out of Nandji, but we just need to rip it apart. So first we're going to get all the oils out and take all the liquids out, and then just basically piece by piece throw it overboard.
Big job ahead, eh?
Yeah, it's huge. Oh, don't put me on the toilet. Yeah, I'm just taking all the panels off around the motor so we can have easy access. Now we're taking off all the extra parts, so like the exhaust. I don't know if you're taking the gearbox off?
Yeah, I'll take the gearbox off.
And I'm doing the alternator just to make it smaller so it's a bit easier to get out. It feels good to be taking this apart. It really does. Hey, Yosh.
It feels awesome. Just ripping it apart piece by piece. This is probably my favourite bit, taking out this saxophone. This is what has caused us so many troubles over the past 3,000 or 4,000 nautical miles. This thing right here, I'm going to rip it out and throw it as far as I can. Good riddance! Good thing about the new engine as well, This is non-existent. There's no more of this. It's a wet exhaust basically straight out of the heat exchanger. So no more lagging, no more of this crap. No more problems. I don't think Nandji's motor could have gone another 2 miles to where we are now like that. The gearbox is broken and rattling off. As soon as I've broken the coupling on the shaft here, the gearbox has just dropped. Like that's meant to be solid. Good riddance.
Our bedroom's turned into the workshop. Got everything ready to go.
So they're kind of through into here. I'm guessing that ply just sits on top. Because that there is literally just bolted to this bearer, to the support.
Okay, so this is like a
Same as
bulkhead.
that one.
Okay, I see what.
We found someone that can fabricate a new fuel tank for us, so I'm just getting rid of the fuel out of the tank, and then we're going to cut a hole and pop the top and pull it out the top. So yeah, there's no real other way to get it out without cutting through wood and stuff, so yeah. Our old fuel tank doesn't have a hole in the bottom, so there's no way to drain out the fuel, so we're just trying to work out how we're going to get it out of there. We're thinking of maybe hoisting it up and then putting a hole in the bottom and then catching it in jerry cans, but we've got 65 litres in the tank, so it's a little bit of an issue.
Like milking a cow.
It's too low. Solution? Drill the drill. So we're going to just drill a small hole in the bottom of the fuel tank. This fuel tank's cactus anyway, we're getting rid of it. So we'll squirt it out and we'll pump it out through the bilge pump, because it's all confined in that little area. As long as we have a good constant flow of in, out, or out, in, out, and then out into the big blue tub that's at the bottom.
Yeah, so
Uncle's out there going to catch it.
he's going to catch it.
So the fuel's going to end up in the big blue tub, and the blue tub, then we can dispose of it correctly.
Okay, we got fuel coming out. Turn the bilge on. That is diesel coming out of the fuel tank. Far out. Nobody liked the flight of coffee.
That's such a crazy, weird feeling.
Oh my god.
We've drained the tank, but just because there's lots of oil and diesel has been through the bilge, so I just want to rinse everything out and pump it all out of the lines. So we just got the hose in the bilge now. We're taking on water! So we've come up with a master plan that the easiest way we're going to get a motor out and a motor in is just cut a hole in the cockpit. So to do that, we'll take all this pedestal off. I've just been disconnecting all the wires. Benita's taking some photos so I can remember how it kind of went in. Yeah, it's not too bad. Like the wiring that comes up here, they're both just loomed up through this stainless. And then like the pedestal itself is only 4 bolts through the floor. So the hardest bit is going to be where we're going to cut, because there's a lot of timber work underneath. But I know we'll rip this out first.
No, yeah, it's heavy, but not too crazy.
Good morning.
Good morning.
You ready?
Popping the top.
Popping the top.
Popping the top.
How are you this morning, Uncle?
Same.
Ready to rumble?
Let's watch Yosh cut the hole.
Pop the top.
It's like the favourite thing for me to do, isn't it? Cut holes in Nandji. This will be the
big one.
second biggest hole I've cut in Nandji, so it's not even the biggest. Safety Steve's in the house.
We found someone who can fabricate us a new fuel tank. So just getting the old one out now, and you'll soon see why.
Come do the honours. Get it. Hey!
Pop the top!
The plywood floor in the cockpit was secured in place with an epoxy to the bearers, so it needed a little persuasion in coming out. We're going to start lifting and chucking load on and hanging stuff off the boom, so we have to change the topping line over, because this topping line's like, it's as old as we've had Nandji, so it's
Yeah,
3
we've been looking at it and saying we need to change that for a while
Been
now.
looking at it and wanted to change it for a long time. I don't miss that noise one little bit. With the hole in the floor just big enough to lift the old fuel tank out, We got a sling underneath and choked it at the top, then wriggled the old fuel tank into the cockpit.
So close.
With a lack of head height for lifting, we laid the tank on its side, double wrapped the sling in the middle to prevent the tank from slipping, and over the side it goes. Good riddance.
That's so funny.
Classic.
So what now? How do we get the tank out now?
Throw it over.
We're gonna slide it down the ladder. Slowly, slowly. Keep going. Like 10 centimeters. Yeah. You didn't kill anyone.
That was like professional.
Today's the big day. We are taking out the old engine. Old Smoky lives no more. We're going to lift the motor up with the boom to start with, and then bring a forklift in with extended forks to pick it up off the boat and then take it away. So hopefully everything runs smoothly. Yeah, feeling pretty good. It's Australia Day was yesterday, so yeah, we had no idea.
We're just slinging it up now. We've only got the choice of 2 slings at the hardware, so we just got to try to make it work, but keep pulling stuff off and throwing it over. Just gonna pull some hoses off. Just pull the water pump off, and pull the thermostat and some hoses off here. Try to make it a bit skinnier so we can get slings on it.
This is old Smoky in all her glory. Yeah. The beast.
If you could only smell on TV. Right?
What's that for?
Just need some hardwood to put the motor on.
Get out of my boat.
The engine's still a little bit too big to exit through the hole that was cut, so we're just taking some more parts off of it, the brackets and stuff, so that we can get her out of here. Get it on. Lefty loosey, righty tighty.
Snag in here.
Yeah.
That come down, hook down.
It's just really going to be really tight, and we're going to do some paint damage.
To hold the chain out.
Pull it out. Yeah, that'll be good. You're going to pull hard. Like, so yeah, sit like that, and just pull without blocking the camera.
Yeah, good, just keep going if you can.
Our estimated centre of lifting point on the boom was just a little off, but with the help of Bonita's muscles holding the lifting chain out to the side, steadily old Smoky made her way out.
She's out! Yeah! Yoo-hoo!
Good job, team.
Good job, good
Well
job!
done, Uncle.
Yes!
Old Smoky's out!
Hey guys, I thought we'd sit down and have a chat with you guys. We haven't had a chat for a long time.
Yeah, now we're in the boatyard. This is welcome to boatyard life. We've got crap everywhere. The boat's actually quite tidy compared to what it has been the last couple of weeks, but you'll see that in upcomings, no doubt.
We just want to say a huge thank you to everyone that helped chip in for the engine.
Yeah, a little while back we ran a campaign to help raise funds for us to be able to afford this. So we've been saving all year, but we fell a little bit short, and so we reached out to our following, and New Legends came through with the goods and helped us to be able to buy this new engine. So
Yeah, thank you guys
thank you so much.
Yeah, we're going to have the biggest adventures with this new engine. We can't wait.
It's a lot of hard work putting this bad boy in, but
Yeah.
it looks so good already. It's going to be so much fun to share it with you. So thanks, Legends. Yeah, it's awesome.
I don't know if we said it, but we called the new engine Fang as
Fang.
well. It's called Fang. Like, we got a Fang.
Like, we're going to Fang. Fang means fast in
Like
Aussie.
fast, yeah. Oh, he was fanging. Like,
Over the last couple of months, we've been in such a hurry of sailing and just trying to get here to get to the boatyard to do stuff. We haven't been able to have a chat. And we haven't been able to thank many of our patrons that have joined in. And over the last few months, we've had 70 new patrons. We have had quite a few leave us, but we've had 70 new ones. And we want to say thanks to you, legends.
alright, so bear with us here. We got this huge
We won't
list.
go through all of them, but over the next couple of vids, we'll get through all
Yeah.
the patrons that have signed up to the Nandji fam. So thanks very much, legends. If you enjoy our videos, sign up on
Yeah,
Patron.
please consider becoming a patron so we can keep making these videos and keep exploring and keep fixing Nandji. Oh my God. So the first few patrons we have Sailing SB Journey, Hutch, Simon, cheers legend, Jeff, Sailing La Luna, Gavin, Chad, Doug, David, Sylvian, Tad, Magdalena, sick name, Scott, Emola, Terry, Greg,
And Ari, John, Michael, Jeffrey, David, Henrik, Tanya and Alan. So thanks very much, legends. All you guys would have signed up a little while ago, so pretty stoked we got around to saying thanks, guys. You're all still on that list, so cheers for sticking with us. Good on you, man.
Yeah, we got a lot of boat work coming up in the next videos. Nandji is getting a big overhaul, so we can't wait. Hang in there. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Check us out on Facebook and Instagram as well.
Yeah, otherwise, stay tuned for a heap of boat work.
See you guys.
Catch ya. Next week on Nandji, get it in there.
So I've scrubbed the bilge with the laundry detergent and regretting it today, to be honest.
Look at the man. Been filling, sanding. It's just been going ham.
Yeah, you got it. This is in the whole bill, man, body and soul. This is supposed to take the residue of the spirits.
Ah, yeah.
It looks like the mounts are going to be sitting probably, I don't know, like between 50 and 100 mil higher at the back. I never thought a week ago I'd be sitting here in the bilge.
Like ice in a cake.